Hi there, this is Elder Red McKinney. I'm applying to the University of Syracuse Master's Program of Computer Science, part of your guys' online graduate admissions. So right now I am making a video just to do me showing me like writing some code. So all I'm going to do is just create like a simple um, app that has a collection view inside of it, as well as has like a button that you can press on it. So ultimately our app is going to look like this. Like we're going to be able to press on the button itself, and when we press on the button it will bring up another feature, another label over here. So it say go Syracuse, go Orangeman, and then we have a couple pictures right here. That's all we're making right now for that application. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide this over here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I was able to build that. So all I'm gonna do is go over here to new project. Just gonna click a single view application. I'm gonna call this Orangeman, and then um, go Orangeman. So let's see. So I'm gonna go over here and go to next, and then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to create. So all I'm gonna do is save it to my desktop, because ultimately, that's what I would like to do. Is have that saved to my desktop as well. Um, so while this is saving, it's gonna just save to my desktop, and then all I'm gonna do is just once it's saved, I'm going to change the bundle identifier, because we're not actually building an actual functional app. We're just going in here to display some of the code that we're going to write in here. So I'm just going to make a little bit of space here. I'm going to make a little bit of space here. And I'm going to go back over here to my main storyboard, because ultimately the thing that I would like to do is create a collection view, as well as add a label, and then I also want to add a button. So what I want to do is change the color of this to match the color in our simulator. I'm going to have that it's like a bluish type of color, bluish teal. And then I am going to go, I got that, and I'm going to go ahead and add my label. So we're just going to call that go Syracuse. Add that to the center. Make that the prettiest orange ever. Boom. Got that. Boom. Then I'm going to add another label down here. We're just going to say go orange. Okay. Then I'm just going to send that right up on the header. Going to make that a orange color as well. I'm also going to do something else with this label that I have, that I'm working with right now. But for right now, I'm just going to leave that right there. Actually, what I want it to do, I'm going to actually change that to where it just says label. Because in the string that we are going to create is going to say that as well. So next thing I need to do is bring on my collection view. So what I'm going to do is use my collection view ultimately to bring up the string of arrays inside of the cell that's going to have some images inside of there. So I'm also going to add some images from a folder that I have here. So right now I'm just resizing this. Let's see, I am going to go. This is my collection view. So what I want to do with my collection view, create a reuse identifier. I got the reuse identifier. I have that. I want my collection view, so when it's going, it's flowing in a horizontal capacity. And the next thing I need to do is add over here a new file. in my new file, what I'm going to add is a Cocoa Touch to create a new file to get a new controller here. File over here. So what I'm going to do is a UI collection view cell. So I'm just going to name that my collection view cell, and that should populate a file right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and create that and get that out the way, and then I'm going to connect my. I'm going to go ahead and connect my cell right here on over here. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go to class, and I'm gonna switch that over. And I'm actually connect this to my project, so it actually inherit to my project as well. And then next, all I'm gonna do. So now that I got that, I really want to change my collection view and make that a pretty orange color, sort of like I did in the simulator on the app that I made previously. Um, so I got that. Now it's like a pretty orange like it was in there. And then I'm just going to go over here to my folder, and I'm going to add some of the images from here over to my asset class. I'm going to go down here to my asset class. The Apple icon is over here, so if I wanted to create an icon, I could. But for right now, just for time's sake, all I'm going to do is just create a couple pictures in here that's going to be added to the collection view. They have a couple items there, so I'm going to add these items in here. And one is going to be a picture of a basketball. The other one's going to be a picture of my favorite player ever to play the game, Kobe Bryant. Next is point guard right here. Alright, cool. I got that there. Got that added over to there. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go back over to my main storyboard. I'm going to add an image view onto my cell. So now I got my image view. Just got to resize it over here. There's two ways I can resize it. As you can see, as I'm bringing down my picture, there's some X and Y axes there. If I wanted to, I could resize it over in another section, which I'll show you, which is over here. I can resize it over here if I wanted to, or I can resize it just the way I did. Just for time's sake, because it's a lot faster, I just decided just to do it that way. If I wanted to, I can also add a label here and then display my name. So actually, let's make it a little bit differently. I'll go ahead and add a label here. Okay, I'm going to stretch that out some. And then I'm going to do that horizontal. I mean, not horizontal, I'm going to center it. My apologies. Also, back to my picture, I need to do aspect fit. So when the images are in there, it will be more of an aspect fit. So now I have my collection view that I need to add to my view controller. Create an ID outlet, and all we're just going to call this is basketball collection view. Boom. And then next, I'm going to make a little bit more room here so we can see our view controller right here. Next thing I want to do is also connect my collection view to my view controller over here and create an outlet for a data source, and then create another outlet for a delegate down here. And then next thing I'm going to do is I am going to open this edit. I have the editor already open, but then I'm going to change my view controller. Let's go ahead and X out of it. And then I'm going to make sure that my cell is connected like we did before. So I'm going to go back to my image. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to change this from view controller over to my collection view cell. But ultimately, what I wanted to do, I want it to be inside of the cell itself. And I want to be able to change it and what it does. So ball cell. So ball cell as an outlet here. and then I'm going to add my label right here. And then all I'm just going to do is the same thing, b-ball, label. Well, got that there. Boom. Got both my outlets here. Now let's go back over here to the view controller to start putting in a little bit of code. This is always the fun part, at least my favorite part. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to add my UI collection view delegate, and then in my UI collection view data source. So I'm going to go over here, add my delegate, comma, UI collection view data source right here. Go ahead and add that here. And then next thing I want to do is I'm going to go over here to view did load. I'm going to add some code here. What I want to do, I'm going to create a variable here or a constant right here. Oh, actually, my outlet for my collection view controller, my collection view is already a variable, so I'm just going to add my variable over here. So I'm just going to type in basketball. Whoops, my bad. Basketball collection view dot delegate, and then I'm going to make that equal to self. Boom, and I'm going to do basketball again. I'm going to do data source this time, and then I'm going to press self. Boom. Now I got that done. I'm going to go back over here to my data source because there's some code behind here that I need to use to make my cell interact. So I'm going to go over here and bring this up. Whoops, did I not do jump to definition? So jump to, what? Oh, I see the issue. So gotta spread that out some because you don't want it too close. Alright, so now try again. So left, jump to, boom, go to my data source. Go over here, there's a couple definitions of a couple items that we need. If you look down here, there's a bunch of different things that you can use, like did select item or show item, or will display or bring item forward. So that was like if you wanted to use one of the cells in the collection view, if you wanted to press on that and then bring extra data up frontwards, you can do that. But for right now, I want number of items in section, and I want my index path down here. All I'm going to do is Command C for copy, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to paste that, and I'm going to erase the stuff I don't need, which is that and this. Okay, got that out the way. Now I'm going to add some curly brackets so that way I can add some code in here. One of the codes I'm going to add over here, and I'm going to add another code right over here in this one. So I need to, whoops, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. So now we got that. Now we need to add another constant, but this time we need to add in our reuse identifier to bring back the memory that all the data that's inside of the cell itself. So all I'm going to do is just go to let cell equal to collection view dot d. So this is my reuse identifier. It has my string, which is I'm going to put my reuse identifier in, as well as my index path. So I'm going to do cell, as you'll see. Go over here to my index path. I was going to type in index path. Boom. And then I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to create another constant. I could do it as a variable, but I'm going to do it as a constant. So all I want to do is retrieve some of the data that I'm going to put in here. So actually, let's go ahead and add our pictures. Make sure our pictures are added. So our pictures are added already. So we are good to go. So I'm going to go over here, see the name of my picture, and create my array. So I'm just going to do let image array. And I'm going to put some colons here. And then because we are changing our array, or like an array literal, which are the pictures over here, into a string, I am going to put string in a curly string over here and put the array brackets on it so we can turn that string into an array. And now I'm just going to create an array. So my array, my first array is going to be basketball. Next is going to be Kobe. And then next is going to be point guard. Okay, now I got that there. We are all set right there. So I got my basketball, I got my point guard, I got my got the items I need in my array. So now I need to go here. So right here I am going to add return my image array up here. Image array, and I'm going to do that as dot count. So that way when we pull the data from here and it goes and makes the cells for the items that we have, it's only making the amount of cells space for the items that we have and not just random extra cells. And then down here, so I'm going to go back down here. I got my reuse identifier, so now I need to change this and add a few things here. So I'm going to add my optional here. I'm going to do as, and I'm going to make my optional to separate it. And then I'm just going to add my cell over here. So I'm going to do my collection view cell. Boom. And then now I got that. I am good to go. And then let's see. Take a look at this now. So now I'm just going to do cell dot. And then now it should pull up my image and my label. So now I'm just going to do that dot image equal to UI image equal to, what's my map? Alright, and then name. And this is going to bring up the option for a UI image, the name, and string. So the string is what we created up here, which is our image, the array of images that we put in there. But instead of putting the curly brackets, because it's already defined as a string, we're just going to put the name itself. So image, array, put the array brackets there. I'm just going to do index path dot, boom. So that is done. But wait, there is more. So I'm just going to do it up here. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to do it for my label. So this time I'm going to go down to my label that I added over here myself. And then that way it can use the names that I have up there as well as the identifier. So I'm just going to type in text label. Or I can just do dot text equals to, and then right here the next thing I'm going to do is just add my text in here. So I got my text, so all I'm just going to do is just use my image array. And then I'm just going to do a square for my thing, for my array brackets. I'm just going to do index path dot row. Then boom, we are good to go. Oh, and one more thing that I forgot. I'm just going to put another return here. And then I'm just going to do return cell. Boom. And I'm going to make some space right there in between there. So boom. So right now we have our collection. We have all of our data just to make it work inside of here. So boom. Oh, and if you wanted to, all we gotta do is just to add the image in there and just boom, and make sure it looks good. So now we can do a simulator if we wanted to, and just for the neck of saving some time. Oh, we forgot to add our button. There's a few other features we forgot to add here. So next we gotta add our label. Then also we're gonna add a button as well. Over here, the button is just gonna say go. Okay. Stretch that out some. And then just to make it look a little bit prettier, I'm actually going to make the background color actually orange. Boom. And now we got the blue over there. But let's do the blue as the same type of blue that we got to keep it color coordinated. Boom, there we go. And we're going to make our button super huge. And it's just going to be a big go button. Looks like it's still going. There we go. And I'm just going to put go. Boom, there we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Boom, there we go. And also, since our simulator says iPhone 8 Plus, I'm just going to switch our device to an 8 Plus over here. I could have put some restraints there to make it even out, but just for the sake of time, I just want to make sure that we just get the cool parts in here, which is the code itself. So then I am going to go in my assistant editor over here, and then I am actually going to add up here my label. And all I'm just going to say is, let's call it something else. Let's call it go label. We do that as an IV outlet as well. And then this is the same thing, except that this one's going to be an actual button because we're going to use that button to control the label. We're just going to call this go button. Don't forget to turn this into an action, and then boom. And then sort of like what we did when we were creating a Hello World app, all we're going to do is just go over here back to our view controller, go back up here, right above some of the codes that we've written already. And then all I'm just going to do is just put go label, and I'm going to do dot text, and I'm going to do that equal to go orange. Oh man, I'm messing up. Orange, man. Okay. Alright. Boom. We got that. Then let's see. Let's move this down too so it's not crowding up the place up there. And then so I got my button taken care of. I got my variable that I use up here to go into my button over here. I got this. So now, because I want it to appear when I type it in, I'm just going to erase the writing in there. And then I'm just going to do
build started,
simulate, and then it's going to be pretty much the same thing we just did. So loading up, and then in the next portion of this video, all I'm going to do is add a I'm just going to create another app, but that app is just going to be an app that I'm actually releasing on the App Store called My Pets app, where pretty much I'm going to be adding some asset classes, adding a couple codes in there. And they're going to allow you to be able to put in, add in a couple variables that will do some calculation. So right now we are loading up, and then so when we press our go button, it will bring up the label is right here. And then once that happens, that means our app is good to go. So just for the sake of time, because sometimes it just takes a while, I will show you. Looks like it's already taking a little while. Sometimes Xcode decides to slow it down a little bit, which is cool. But yeah, so we already got an app that's already functioning. So similar to what we just did already. Just going to go and click in there, and then boom. So this is what we did last time. We press go, and then go is up in there. Boom. just like that we just created. So we are good to go. And again, thank you for watching this video, and I appreciate all your